Well, good morning, everyone. We're starting a new day of fishing. We're going to head out again to some lagoon we find along the river. We're going to try some fishing. I brought along the last bars I caught on the last fishing trip to make myself something to eat. So, all right, now I'm going to be sharing that with you, sharing the spot, and well, hopefully we'll have a good catch. And let's see how the food turns out, which I'll share with you now. How did I prepare it? Today we have a somewhat cloudy day with a bit of wind. So let's see where we settle. If we find a lagoon or a stream that connects somewhere with a bit of shelter. And some small trees, let's see. We have to paddle quite a bit, so let's take it easy. In this part, the water's in my favor, so we have that advantage. The tricky part is on the way back, but, well, notice the river is somewhat choppy because it's only 7:30. I don't know if it's even 7:30 in the morning yet, but there's wind. That's the issue. Oh, finally. You have no idea how much I had to row and walk to get here. And on top of that, I couldn't really show you because the wind was pushing the balls against where I was rowing and I got splashed all over. But look, I found this place. It looks pretty nice. The water looks lively, so well, we're going to be fishing here and doing things. A little meal. It looks like people have already been here. Look, a board, they've left it to see how it goes here. Well, it's nice. Let's see what comes out today. Afterwards, once I get settled, once I set everything up, I'll show you what I'm going to fish with. Maybe I'll walk a bit over that way to see what we can find. Maybe there's another lagoon in there or something. The good thing is we have plenty of firewood, so look at all the firewood we have here. Really good, man. What I need to figure out is what to do about the frying pan to set it up, because clearly there are bricks here, but as you can imagine, I don't think there will be any. Look over there. It looks like a lagoon that has dried up too. Like I said, I'll get the equipment ready, then walk around. If I find another lagoon, I have the net, so maybe we'll sweep it and see what we get. But look at the countryside. As long as the rancher doesn't see me, everything's fine. Let me show you what I brought. Fish Milanesas I made from the ones I caught last time. Notice how they were several big lagoon fish, big manchuelos. They were pure meat, literally, they had no fat. Actually, when I cleaned them, I can't show that due to YouTube's rules, since they don't allow it. But inside, they had little bugs, shrimp, all that stuff. So just imagine, the fish didn't even have any fat. So I said, well, to make the most of them, I filleted them, took off the skin, and that's how they ended up. And that's what happened. And I probably ended up with twice as much, but man, so let's see how they turn out. How they come out here in Costa Rio Bueno while I set up the gear. I want to take this chance to ask if you can hear me well. Because in the last video, some of you mentioned that. When I moved away, you couldn't hear me clearly. It was probably because of the wind, and since it's windy today too, I've put the microphone on. So if you could let me know if you can hear me well. I brought my fishing rod, worms. Let's see if we can catch some small fish or some little critters with the net to show you as well. Let's see if we can catch an ataru or maybe a mandubia, or a duckbill catfish that's around this season. Let's see if we get lucky with it. We already have the rod holders ready for the fishing rods. I need one more for the hand line. Look, this is the rod I'm going to use. Guido sent it to me, so I think they're little pieces of carp. There's also a tongerel that I put on the rod. So yeah, a little variety of bait. Now when I cast, then I'll start looking there to see if we can find some little critters. Let's see what's there. right, this one is set up with a bottom rig for mixed fish, double hook. I put on one. I don't think it gives us a piece of carp fillet. Next is the float. It's not meant for floating today, but I'll give it a try. I put a tongerel on it, I think a Saturday belly, and here's the hand line with a very small sliding sinker. This one also has tripe on it, so, well, I'm going to leave the float there, and if I see nothing happens, we send it with a bottom rig, we send it with a surface rig, just with a bottom rig. Did you see I said I wasn't convinced about the float? I set up a bottom rig with a worm on that rod, and we'll attach the float to this small stick already here. Let's see if something happens with the float among these water hyacinths. Nothing yet, man. I've only seen a bit of movement. I say fishing can't fail here. Something is definitely going to come out. So, well, let's wait for that explosive bite from the catfish that has to be here. Well, why not from a taru? That would be great. Even though it's spawning season, here it seems like they're still spawning. I don't know how it is in your areas. But for now, they're not very active. If I'm not mistaken, this one's getting a bite, but the wind is strong. This one is with carp fillet. The wind is really strong here. Notice how vibrant the color of this neighborhood is? Where this fisherman will catch something. See how yellow it is. Like I told you, be careful. I took it out. You see, these fishermen have spears, but they don't sting. I took off the float. I set it deep, really deep, look. No, the yellow color it has is incredible. It's literally a yellow neighborhood of fishermen. Wow, if it didn't swallow the hook too much, I'll release it. It looks like it gets sucked in at the leader. Isn't it similar to regular catfish? Look, I want it to stretch out well, completely. Nothing fancy, with worm, guys, the first. I have to keep it since it swallowed the hook deeply. It has no strength left, and I struggle to remove it. I'll keep it to eat, as I said, maybe. If I let it go, it'll die for nothing, so I'll keep it to eat. Next time, we'll likely show how to prepare it in a video. Alright, let's walk around a bit to see where we can find some firewood. I don't know if you guys know any other recipes. Nice and safe? I'm not sure if it would show, since it's there. Any other recipe? Last time I made Milanesas with the ones I took out and showed you. Lagoon bars have likely been fished before. They swallow the hooks, seeming to suck in the bait and get the hook in their stomach. Taking it out and leaving it to die is pointless. I keep it and prepare it at the river on the next fishing trip. Let me know if you have any new ideas. We'll check it out and likely do it. As for the fishing, I just cast again. I just threw it out. On the buoy, I put a little fillet to see if the taru bites. I really want to catch a tarucha or maybe a dorado. That would be a lot, but I hope so. Fishing here has honestly been very slow and tough. It doesn't rain, no water comes in. Also, obviously, on top of all those conditions I'm telling you about, in the river you go, I don't know, 10 meters and you have nets, long lines, whatever. It's just that I haven't been showing you a tour. To get there faster, let's say by rowing. But maybe on the way back, I'm sure on the way back I can show you that, so you can see how bad it is. Their hunting in the river is amazing. You can use any bait and still catch nothing. The only way is to get to places like these where nobody goes. That's great. I'm lucky to have a kayak. You go down the river, spot an inlet, and go in. Even on private fields, if the rancher doesn't see you, nothing happens. As I said, it's the only way to catch something. Otherwise, you'd spend hours trying to catch anything. I don't know how it is over there. Maybe it's the same, but here it's like this. Look at the trees. They've fallen because they're so old. Here, it's clearly a lagoon, you can tell. It's just that it's dried up. We're going to walk and see what we find. I'll show you and share with you as I see what I find. Well, that was quick. Look, here's another lagoon. Whoa, it's moving. Those are garanchos. Maybe 3. Maybe it got caught. It must have caught something, right? What do you think? If there's water, what else would there be? I'll follow the shoreline to find a good spot to return with the lure if needed. Let's keep going and see what else I find. Look how big this turtle is. I had to flip it over or it was impossible. No, it's not a plate. When you take one out, you flip it over, and that's the only way you can take the hook out. No, it's not huge. Well, these are also part of the lagoon. What an animal, my God. Hey, it got heavy for you. Go like that and don't come back. I already killed the atadero in the Dorado. Okay, another surprise catch. Now, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab this light gear, put on a worm, and I'm gonna go try. Look, who's biting here? I told you I'd put a worm on the small rod. Is something here? I told you I was going to put a worm on the small rod, and I'm gonna go try out that little pond I found back there. Let's see if we catch something so we can come back another day and really try it out there. All right, I'll cut and check what's here. Another turtle already. Looks like another lady turtle. After the turtles came the fish. Did you see it had...
The show?
I didn't notice since I had flipped it when I took it out. I hope it looked good. I decided to try Laguna even though it seems empty. I don't underestimate places where few people go, always. There are still a few fish left, so let's give it a try for a while. Also, so you guys aren't left wondering, I brought the rod with a float, a sinker, and a 1-meter hook, nothing else. Worm. All right, let's see if something bites, we'll wait a bit, then head back. It's 11 in the morning. Once we try here, we'll go over there, and then we'll get started with the food. Let's begin and extinguish the fire. And well, after that, we'll go look with the lure. I came from La Laguna Chiquita because nothing happened there. And look at the hand line I left here. Look how...
It pulls.
I hope it's not a turtle. Let's see, man. Look, everything's gone. Nothing to do with it. What a wind has picked up. Watch out! Lagunero.
No. Don't look at what this is. No! Look at what this is. No, 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 no. Don't look at what this Lagunero is. People, he's a monster.
So when it comes to eating, I have him well taken care of. Hint. Let's return the beast, folks. Tremendous, tremendous animal. Let's keep going to see if we can catch the golden dorado. I had an audio problem. The cable got caught there. And honestly, now that I was checking, it seems like there's a buzzing sound. So, well, I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Now it should sound fine because I already fixed it, so yeah, now we're good. I already released the big catfish. Not sure if anyone's caught one like it. You know, I have this thing that I always set up a hand line because it's like something always happens with the hand line. I was doing fine, but things got chaotic. I don't know how the little stick held up. I released it because, you know, this is sob season and a lot of the catfish have eggs. So since I wasn't going to eat it, I let it go. The good thing is it was hooked by the mouth, which is a plus. And well, actually, this rod, let's see. I think something's here. Let me check. Did you see it on the ground or did it stop? To look for the Taruan Dorado since I see it jumping. There it is, fresh bait. It should like it, right? It looks like carp fillet. So well, let's go with this now. I already gathered firewood. The idea is to place the pan between the two sticks and keep adding twigs for a steady fire, that's all. So well, let's try to do it simple and quick so we can keep enjoying fishing. Look, there go the catfish Melaneses from the last catch. I cooked them well just in case. Well, this one kind of got a bit eaten. But let's see how they turn out. It's so windy that the sticks burn up quickly and catch fire instantly. All right, I've eaten, stayed in the shade for a while, drank some water, rested a bit, and now I'm going to head out to the next part. To the wider part of the lagoon to see if we can catch more. It looked deeper. Today I visited a beautiful spot, but my recording's audio got distorted for some reason and I had to stop. Delete it. Well, do you see this lagoon I shared with you today? The other one is behind this one, so we'll be there in a minute. We're almost there. I assure you, I'm going to catch something else, so stay tuned, because I'll share another catch or two with you. You know what? My microphone moved, the little rubber it has. And it started acting up. I spent about half an hour testing the sound and almost ran out of battery. So, well, look at this spot here for fishing. We're going to fish here for a good while. It clearly looks bigger, so something has to come out. Look at how this is. Exactly. We have natural rod holders here. We're going to cast over there with worms to look for catfish, mancholo, or whatever wants to bite. A cachiro feather, look. There we are, both rigs in the water, both with worms. Hook leader, 1 leader with a sinker, both with sinkers. This one has the regular hook I told you about. It's a hug. Beside it, a meter of lead and a hook. Just attach the hook to the lead clip. And that's it. It got a bit cloudy, look. Well, on this side it looks better because of where the sun is. Now that I'm walking and looking over there, you can see the water here connects to that side. It seems water hasn't come in for a while, but it's clear to see. It looks like the water drains to that side as well. So, well, not now, but maybe another time when it comes. I can go over there because the water flows that way, so something must be there. This field is very large. If I'm not mistaken, I got one. You know what? I felt like it slipped right there. Not the hook. No. He didn't cut me. This is our last cast with this rod. I already put the other one away. Let's check the things I left here, and that's it. That's enough for today. There's the hand line. I can't even see it. Now I'm going to check it. And the float was over that way. No, the float is over there. But I think the hand line might have something. Now I'll throw this one over there. This is the famous last throw. A bit of orange to hydrate myself a little before my phone dies. Look, can you see a fish here? I don't know what's going on. That one up there? No. Now I'll put it together. Let's see. I checked there. It was an old water woman who was there. I checked her. They caught her when I was weaving, and, well, they let her go over there. Before it turns off, I want to thank you for joining me on another fishing trip. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to return or have ideas, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching and being part of this. Until next time.